This is the plaintiff, Ari Oberlander. He says he's a real estate agent, and he rented a store to the defendant, and the louse refuses to pay him his commission. When he requested payment, the guy said, "Yak schnee," which means he talks too much in his native language. He just wants the nonsense to stop and wants the $1,800 he's due. This is the defendant, Kirk Carabellis. He says the plaintiff's suing him for no good reason. No good reason at all. He rented a shop and opened an Italian ice place called Bada Bing Ices. Next thing he knows, the plaintiff's hitting him up for a commission and is posing as a real estate agent. He's been around the block a few times, knows a scam when he sees one, and owes the plaintiff zip. He's accused of taking a licking.
All parties, please raise your right hands. Be seated. Come forward, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Ari Oberlander?
Yeah.
You are suing Kirk Carabellis for $1,800 in a broker commission for a rental, a commercial rental that you helped him to rent. Okay, tell me what's going on.
Mario, which is the landlord, one of the stores emptied out, and I put my signs in the windows.
You put your signs in the window.
Yes.
And what's your profession? Are you a realtor?
Yes.
Okay, go on.
And Carabello came over to my office and he said to me, he wants to see the place. I showed him the place. Came back next day and he said he wants the place, he wants to take the place, he wants to see it again. So he wants the key to take a look. I said, no problem. I gave him the key by himself, which I trust him very much. He came to me very nice. Yeah, give me your name, address, or everything. So my partner, Luis, I sent him over to him. He wrote him a lease. I had Mario, the landlord, sign the lease.
Okay, did you enter into a written contract for a commission between you and him?
Correct.
Let me see that contract.
I don't have no contract. Only
Oh, you didn't get anything in writing between you and him?
No.
Okay, you're going to address me. I need you to switch with the landlord so I can hear you, so you're in front of the microphone. Will you do that for me?
Okay.
Just like this.
Okay, perfect.
We
Go
gave
ahead.
him a list, and he took the list. He said the next day he will bring it back signed, and he will.
No, but I'm asking something different. I know he signed a lease.
Right.
Can I have your copy of the lease, by the way?
Right.
I know he signed a lease. My question is, did he sign a commission agreement with you?
No.
Because
No,
you're suing
because-
for the commission agreement.
Right,
Correct.
because he's supposed to come the next day to bring us the list signed and sign the contract and
months.
everything.
And then what happened?
And we never saw him.
But why do you give him the lease to sign without giving him the broker's agreement to sign first?
Because he said he's going to take the list to his lawyer, go over it with his lawyer, and came back and sign everything.
Okay, that's fine. But then he comes and he signs it, and then had the landlord already signed it?
No.
No.
Oh, okay, so you're still good. So then don't let the landlord sign it until you have your broker's agreement signed.
Right.
Well, why didn't you do that?
Okay, because we never saw him since then.
But then how did he rent the place? Go ahead.
He took the key.
Why does he have the key and the contract and he moves in and you guys don't have the landlord signed contract yet or your broker's agreement?
Because-
How about you not give him the key?
Okay. That's look.
That would have been a better idea, right? It would have been better if you had. No, it's not that I don't understand. It's that you did something dumb, right? Kind of.
Yeah.
Like
Because
right?
I trusted
yes
him.
or no? No,
Right.
that's not. I trusted him. That's
Yes.
that. The reason that you did, you were in this position because you failed to do something you should have done professionally,
Correct.
and you're saying it's because you trusted him and he's untrustworthy.
Well-
No, it's because you guys didn't do what the law requires you to do, which is get it in writing.
He took the list, he went home, he said, I'm going to talk to my lawyer, we go over it, and the next day we'll come. And since then, we never saw him.
That's because he had a key.
We never saw him.
He'd have to see you if you didn't give him the key.
Yeah, well,
That's how,
he
you know,
came
when you're a
in such
businessman, you
good-
can't do that. All right, in any event, let me ask you a question. When you were dealing with Mr. Oberlander, did you understand him to be a realtor?
No.
You thought he was a landlord?
Yeah. Judge, I can tell you that he has a good story going, but that's the fiction story. I have the nonfiction story. I'd like to tell you how it really happened.
Okay.
What happened was me and a group of investors, we opened up internet sweepstake places from Florida.
An internet what?
Sweepstakes, internet cafe sweepstake.
Cafe gambling?
No, not gambling. Game of chance.
What's the difference?
Pretty darn close, right?
Gambling.
It's not gambling. It's a game of chance. It's almost like McDonald's, how you buy something.
Yeah, there's a thin line between a game of
Okay.
chance at McDonald's and a place that's open just for gambling. But in
No,
any
no, no,
event-
it's-
so what are you going to call the place, this internet cafe?
Bada Bing, the Ice King Internet Cafe.
Bada Bing, the Ice King
Yes.
Internet Cafe.
Yeah.
I love it. Bada Bing, the Ice. Are you Italian or are you Greek?
I'm Greek.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So is this guy entitled to the commission?
I think, he's ethically, he's probably entitled to it, but he didn't do his homework and he didn't get,
So he doesn't get it.
he doesn't get it. No, he
Get it or not get it?
I don't think he should get it because he didn't get anything signed.
He worked. He did the work.
Well, it's a verbal agreement then.
So
So,
we'll find out going inside the courtroom.
So this is the real story. We were looking in that area by Belmont Racetrack, and I saw a vacant spot. So I go up to the window. There was nothing in the window, but I looked in, and there was a sign on the floor. You couldn't really see what it was, so I couldn't tell what number it was. So I started asking around, who's the landlord here? Who's the landlord? Finally, a guy out of the barbershop, which is a couple of stores down, said the landlord usually hangs out.
Okay, whatever. So you rented the place.
Yes.
And my question is, did you know that he was a realtor?
I thought he was the landlord because I called and I spoke to Louis, and Louis says, I said, I want to speak to the landlord about renting that spot. He goes, Ari's not here right now. So
Did that happen? Did he say, I want to speak to the landlord, and you say, Ari's
because
not?
I didn't know him before.
Okay. Okay, so you move in, and when do you find out? When is the first time that Ari
He gave, me the
tells
key, he gave me the key the first day, the first minute I saw
I don't
him,
know
the first
what
10
you're
minutes.
thinking.
He gave me the key the first 10 minutes I
So
saw him.
fine, now listen to me. All right, we bludgeoned him enough over giving you the key. I am sure that I am not the first person to have yelled at him for giving you the key. I am sure his business partner yelled at him for giving you the key. I have no doubt his landlord has yelled at you, his client for giving you the key. My question is, they gave you the key and they gave
Yeah.
you this to look at, and then you just move right in?
No.
Have you paid rent?
No, yes.
Switch
Yeah.
with him, please. Switch with the landlord.
No.
Sir, how behind is he on the rent?
I had to make a deal with them. Lost 7 months.
That's not true.
Stop. He's 7 months behind?
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
no.
but
No.
stop.
I gotta hold one at a time, please.
The deal that this lawyer made it, that January 14, he was gonna pay the first month rent, which he did,
Okay.
and stopped. Now,
So he paid 1 month and then he stopped
and
paying.
stopped.
All right. So then did you cut a
Technically-
deal? He was complaining about stuff being wrong. So your
Technically-
lawyer cuts a deal with him to what? What's the deal? What's in it for you?
That's what I don't understand. the thing that this lawyer made. Now,
He's your lawyer.
guess what? It gets even better.
Oh, okay.
He sent me a check with $2,400, which is $1,200 short. Now I
Because it's
cashed
supposed
the
to be
check.
$3,600?
I cashed the check.
It
Okay?
bounced.
No. It's in a bank. I don't know if it's gonna bounce. But anyway, I cashed the check. I put it on it. I cashed because,
Under protest.
It's 24. All right. Now the lawyer called me this morning. He says you cannot do that.
Well,
I
that's,
accept-
your lawyer's right about that. If you're trying to evict somebody, you can't accept
The
rent. You have to
point
pay.
it is,
But that's all right. If you
he's
don't
still
have an eviction,
behind.
listen. If you don't have the eviction case pending yet, and you're going to evict him next month, then you can take the $2,400 and just evict him a week
That's
from
what
now.
I say.
Yeah, so you're fine. Well, here's the deal, fellas, gentlemen. You know that it has to be in writing, right? So why are you wasting my time when you know you can't collect this $1,800 because you didn't get it in writing? There's a reason it's switch with him again. There's a reason it's required to be in writing.
Okay.
Because we can't have you just telling us facts
I'm gonna
later.
say it.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I think he does this systematic to everybody else, and that's why
He
that's
might.
wrong.
That's why I would never give some stranger a key because I trusted him. It doesn't matter why you don't have it in writing. You don't have it in writing, and there's nothing I can do for you. All right? And you pay this nice man because otherwise you're going to find your bada bing, bada icy, bada bing somewhere else. My verdict in this case is for the defendant.
He got away with it.
Hey, so you got to have it in writing, right?
Well,
pretty simple.
Let's put it this way. Sometimes you believe people and gentlemen what for. If I would know he's a piece of nothing, I would have him sign. I would have do everything in what I have to do. I do believe in the law. Whatever she ruled is fine with me.
Okay.
But the
you
thing
gotta
is
go.
this.
All right, thank you very much. Okay.
No, my understanding was he,
Go ahead.
he knew he was getting
Oh, he knew? Okay. All right, come on out. So, usually a guy with a place named Bada Bing, Bada Boom, you go, hey, what are you going to do? That's an interesting name. But did you?
Their story always changes, though. If you ask another 5 times, it'll change another 5 times. I'm not late on the rent. He refuses to pick up checks and
They're
things like that.
making all this stuff up
Yes.
against you?
Yeah, no, I've known for about a year now, and they're good like that. They're like the Three Stooges. They got to do all that stuff. I wouldn't take any other judgment by the side. This one, but which I knew it was going to go this way.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Harvey.
You know, it's really stupid to trust somebody when you're in the middle of a business deal. Especially, look, if there is a written contract and then you have additions to it, you never should just rely on an oral addition. If part of it's in writing, all of it should be in writing. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.